Hey guys, it's Kyra with Angelic Elixirs doing the extended reading for fire signs from my TikTok, which was originally posted. But we had green flag and successful. Like somebody's realizing that they got the green flag for something, or that they're realizing they'll actually be more successful than they thought they were. And this, we have feel good. This is actually some news that feels good to someone. Someone's receiving some news that makes them feel on top of the world, basically. And then we have false narrative, which kind of threw me the fuck off because I was like, hold on, we got green flag, successful, feel good, then we got false narrative over here. How the fuck does that make sense? So obviously we, clarified that a little bit more on TikTok. But with the Seven of Cups, this is someone who they're seeing a lot of different options, or maybe someone here they thought that there were a lot of options for something. And because then with the Seven of Wands, this is giving me like somebody felt like there was a lot of competition for something. Somebody was seeing how many different ways it could not go in their favor, how many different ways something would not work out in their favor. So that's where we get the false narrative over here, because we have the Nine of Swords, before I put all these other cards on it. But the Nine of Swords is about somebody who's having anxiety, somebody who's having nightmares, sleepless nights, overthinking something. They wake up in the middle of the night and they think that, the nightmares are true, basically. Like it takes you a moment to reground yourself in reality. It takes them a while to realize that it was just a nightmare, to realize it was just a negative thought. And so especially, with green flag successful, I feel like someone here was realizing that they'd be more successful than they thought they would at something. But with the Seven of Cups, it was like someone here was seeing all of the different ways that it wouldn't go in their favor. Someone was seeing all the different possibilities of how it may not work out, all the different ways that something wouldn't work out in their favor. And so this is also about somebody who, maybe they like to get high. So maybe when somebody smokes a lot, they get a little paranoid, perhaps. But it's definitely about, wishful thinking. Somebody seeing how many opportunities that they have, or maybe even someone who has so many opportunities, they don't know which ones to go for. So especially with green flag and successful, it's almost like any opportunity that this person goes towards will be successful, is basically what this is saying. It could also be that somebody is like energetically trying to reach out to someone through their dreams, maybe even like a spirit team or spirit guides trying to connect with someone through their dreams, trying to show them different things through their dreams. Or it could just be, somebody, the green flag here, maybe it could be a person. I'm not really seeing it as a love reading, but it could be a person who's trying to call out to someone or pull on someone's energy. But yeah, definitely getting like frightful visions, because when we have with the Nine of Swords, especially, like this is just somebody who they were just in their head a lot about all the different things that could go wrong. Maybe even someone is like trying to conjure up different fantasies of what they would want, what they desire. They're trying to figure out what it is that their heart desires. And it's also somebody who's like giving a lot of thought to the matter at hand. Then with the Seven of Wands was clarifying feel good. It's almost like somebody's like, because Seven of Wands, it is someone being defensive. It is somebody who's, fighting for something, putting up a fight for something. But Seven of Wands could also represent competition. So it's almost like, especially with that clarifying feel good, it's almost like if someone is like, somebody wiping out the competition, so to speak, and it feels good to them. Like it feels good for them. Like, I don't know, because it's with the Nine of Swords, this is somebody who's in their head a lot, somebody who's doubting their abilities almost. So it's almost like it feels good to someone that they're able to match the competition or even exceed the competition. It's almost like it feels good to someone to be able to play with the big dogs, so to speak. What is that song? I think it's on Disney. Playing with the big dogs now. Whatever the fuck. I don't remember what exactly that's from, but I know it's from Disney. But yeah, this is also someone who, even with them feeling all of this weirdness, they still persevere. That's what the Seven of Wands is about. Somebody who's persevering through this anxiety, persevering through these negative thoughts, negative feelings, negative actions, and it feels good to them to be able to do so. And so over here, where I was clarifying this whole false narrative, we have the Universe and or the World card, which is about, success and completion, the curtain call, somebody finding complete fulfillment in something. And so it's almost like someone here was having doubts that they would be celebrated, or having doubts that whatever they were succeeding in would be celebrated. But it's somebody who they're finally realizing that they have accomplished something, or that they will be able to accomplish something. It also has a sense of community surrounding it. And so since this was for the the fire signs, we did have the Emperor, so it could be specifically about an Aries, or just someone who is they're very structured. They like to have things a certain way. They like to have their ducks in a row, have things in order. Somebody who likes to follow the rules. Someone who, they have a plan for how things will go. Maybe they don't always communicate the plan to other people, but it's like this is someone who they stick to what they know. They stick to what is tried and true. They stick to, almost like they stick to the status quo in a way. And so maybe someone here, especially with the Nine of Swords, they've kind of deviated from that a little bit, and it was giving them a bit of anxiety to be stepping out of their comfort zone, so to speak. That's kind of what I'm getting here. It's like somebody here was stepping out of their comfort zone maybe, or stepping away from what they knew or what they were familiar with. But we also have the Knight of Swords, which is basically somebody who is determined, somebody aggressively going after what it is that they want. That was giving me the vibe of somebody beating out the competition or fighting the competition, being able to hold their own in the midst of other competitions or other competitors. And so, this is basically someone who is ambitious, they're action oriented, someone who's also a quick thinker, but they're also like driven to succeed. So I'm feeling like somebody here is just, they're beating out this false narrative that they fed themselves about not being able to succeed, not being able to, right, with the Seven of Swords here. They were lying to themselves about what they would be capable of doing. They were lying to themselves about what it was that they would be able to accomplish. Like somebody here, maybe someone here struggles with like paranoia or like really bad anxiety. And so the anxiety sometimes will get the best of them. There's way too many. There's way too many. Yeah, with Five of Wands back here. Competition. Yeah, somebody here was really like, I feel like someone here was too focused on the competition. Like, I feel like this is someone who's going after something where there's like a lot of other people may be in the running for it, or a lot of other people. It could also be about a wedding, somebody catching the bouquet, something like that. But it's like somebody was really focused on it's like somebody wanted to do something that they knew a lot of other people are also going after, and it's like somebody doubted. Look at that. Look at that. Queen of Pentacles and the Empress. Somebody doubted what they would be able to bring to the table. I mean, Queen of Pentacles, this could be someone who's a working parent, a single mother, or something like that. But Queen of Pentacles is someone who is financially abundant, someone who's financially secure, someone who's independent. And then that's also the same energy we get with the Empress. This is someone who is abundant, someone who's a mother. So I'm definitely getting like mother vibes, either single parent or someone who's recently getting married or recently getting into a relationship. But with the Empress, this is someone who they're abundant, they're successful, so this is someone who's realizing that they are actually capable of achieving what it is that they set their mind to. It's also someone who is very balanced, someone who's sensual, who's passionate. And it's also like, I feel like even though there's a lot of competition for something, a lot of competition for, even like if it is romantic, like someone beating out the competition for someone's attention, somebody is realizing there were other people that someone had their eye on, and they beat out the competition because of these traits that someone has. But I feel like the reason why someone here is the best for the job, so to speak, is because someone doesn't, not unlike the Emperor, they don't lead with the heart and heavy hand. This is someone who leads with compassion. They lead with understanding. This is someone who they nurture and guide other people without bullying them. But it's also someone who is like kind of ruthless when it comes to defending the people that they love and care about. But Let's pull one Rebel Oracle. One Rebel Oracle card. And wrap this up. But yeah, I feel like that's what somebody brings something a little different to the table. Also, I like how this turned out. I don't know why that looks it looked kind of cute to me. It looks kind of cute to me. But yeah, let's pull. Whoop, one more card here. You do you. In the blue, masculine energy. Stop trying to change people. That shit never works. Yeah, so maybe someone here was like, I'm almost getting the vibe like somebody was kind of scared to go after something they wanted because of what other people were saying. And so now it's like somebody's learning to do them. You know, somebody's learning to actually go after what it is that they want, regardless of what other people are saying, regardless of what other people are advising that they do. Like somebody here is actually like, because it's almost like, especially stop trying to change people. That shit never works. It's almost like somebody was trying to convince someone else of why something would be a good idea. Trying to convince someone else of why they wanted to go after this. Trying to convince someone else of why they were so defensive about this. When in reality, it doesn't matter. Just do you.